freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Freedom.
Just started back.
So, my brothers and sisters, we are at the point. That's a door of no return. Before then, the female slave dungeons. Through these dungeons, women of substance, women of value, women good enough to be mothers, went through atrocities. Quiet. Because they had no power of their own. They had no strength of their own. Everything had been taken away from them. They just kept quiet. And they went through these atrocities. Hoping for a miracle to happen. And that was a long-term dream.
You've been gone, it's an empty home.
The fact is that even though we are descendants of those former slaves who were taken and stolen from here, from Cape Coast and from other parts of Africa, we know that there's a responsibility that we have, not only as African Americans, to those who live in the African diaspora, but also to the continent itself.
Wonderful voices singing "Welcome Home." I feel like I'm home. This is the first time I've been to Ghana, and it won't be the last. I'm so happy to be here.
For the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd.
The Asenmansu Slave Market, also referred to as the Slave River, is a sacred place of remembrance and is located in the central region of Ghana.
Following the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd.
Here, the mortal remains of Madam Crystal from Jamaica and Samuel Carson from the USA, both slaves, were reinterred in 1998.
Follow the drinking gourd.
When I walked the devil in hell, said Johnny baptized me. I say roll, Jordan, roll, roll, Jordan, roll.
The Memorial Wall of Return was erected to serve as a remembrance wall where people of African descent can leave a message after their visit.
Some say John was a Jew, but I say John was a preacher cause my
down Moses, way down in Egypt land.
On this very path, about 300 years ago, slaves walked shackled, barefooted, tired and battered to the river to take their last bath. Underneath this bamboo grove flows a river locally referred to as Donko Nsio, or the Slave River.
A pain so hard they could not stand to let my people go down, Moses, and way down in the jungle. Hello, Pharaoh, why don't you let my people go? I'm singing, go down, Moses.
It is defiant of those Europeans who forced us from our motherland, who took us from Ghana and Senegal and all the countries that are around on the continent. They may have taken our names, but they never took our spirit and our soul. They said we were not going to return, but we have returned.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are.
We're back here in Ghana at Cape Coast Castle Dungeons with the NAACP's Jamestown to Jamestown trip. There are 250 people here today, and 70 of them are going to find out where exactly in Africa their roots are found, down to the ethnic group and the country.
Ideally, what we do is here is that we take off our shoes and walk the exact path as our ancestors did.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom.
I just thought about the evil that it would take to treat other human beings like that, and the consequences that we've been paying for this for 400 years, and we're still paying for it. And I just don't understand humans' capacity to be that evil. And then when I found out there was a massive grave on the other side of my ancestors, because of what happened here, I don't know where I come from. I don't know who my people are. I don't know what my language is.
We have not a weary.
It's just overwhelming.
The place for which I'll be buried.
Yesterday, at the Cape Coast Castle, just through the former gate of no return, now Akwaba Gate, it was heartwarming to see our brothers and sisters in their safety jackets boarding smaller boats to take them to the Navy ship, which will take them on a ride to Elmina. Your Excellency, 400 years is a very long time indeed.
and we are back. And this return journey is just that. When we land in Elmina, it'll be the symbolic return, significant to this year of return, that we are the bodies, the souls, and the spirits that have returned back to the land of our ancestors. It wasn't just the physical body of African men and women that left these shores, but with us went the spirit of Mother Africa, the gods of Mother Africa. Those spirits and those gods with our indomitable spirit, the phenomenal spirits that have created new worlds and done phenomenal things in all of the Americas and Europe, and the Caribbean, and all the places that we've been. We've created literally new worlds with that African spirit. We have remained Africans. We left here as Africans. We're coming back as Africans. So this return journey is to celebrate the resilience of the African spirit, that we have returned. The government of Ghana has provided naval ships so that we know that their spirit is in this year of return, that they are bringing back their sons and daughters from the four corners of the earth and all the places that we have been scattered, that we've come back here in one spirit and one mind. So we need to be able to lift up the spirit this year of Panifest, Emancipation Day, and this year of return by the behavior within our character of showing unity and love with each other. And all of the events that we attend, we want that unity and that spirit and that love to be exemplified in our relationship.
Nana will take us through the rudiments, the proper way of naming our people. When you were introducing yourselves, I'm this from Jamaica. I'm this from Jamaica. You are not from Jamaica. You live in Jamaica. You are from Africa. And the exercise today will make you a complete African. It will make you whole. Trust me. It will keep lingering on your mind. It will keep lingering on your mind. It will allow you to come to terms with your...
Araba or Araba to the Araba. 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 Yes. Araba. Araba Putibio.
Naila. Here. Okay.
So our sister Naila is now Araba Putibio. Araba Putibio.
Putibio, Asebu Putibio. Araba Ekua Mori. Mori. Ekua Mori. O papa say yentu uzin Ekua Mori. Nesa sensa enensa. Ekua Mori. O papa say sensa enensa. You know there's a symbolization of this leaf of wisdom. That is why we are using this type. So you are now a Kua More. One trauma no nana. A Kua More. I say More. We are done. We are done. Ama Araba and I like to see the dado. Yo Araba I say wa man sendo. Nti ya de baba ma ohia hospital wa ba twa ma hen. Araba say ba mention do. O papa be to tell me say atudin. Also say sensa ena nsa. Say nsa ena nsa. Nti ama akwaba.
Alright, so Maya is now Amansendo. Yeah. Araba Asebu, Amansendo.
Wawuna brother. Our friend then. Saturday. I do my intent. You baby say. Saturday.
The healer.
Every crowa.
What number why you
Nti ebenema akroma. Na say we profit na no of ha ma ngasa.
we profit. Yeah, I say we profit.
Open at ama I say we profit. Esensa nensa. Sesinsa nensa. Let your yes be yes and no be no. This is the symbol. Let your yes be yes and no be yes. So that when you are named, you mustn't tell lies. You must always tell the truth.
Alright, that is Ama Asebu from Ama Asebu. So alright, that is Ama Asebu from Dalia is now Ama Asebu from
Your name, date, the day you were born, Friday. Efwa akunoma, Efwa aseba akunoma. They will write it for you. Efwa nkonson. Ensa. Efwa nsa. When you say water, it must be water. If you say drink, it must be drink. Yes, that is, you mustn't tell lies. Let your yes be yes and no be no. Yes. Akroma. Brebia. The day you were born, Wednesday. Yoku. Abeku. It's not papa could take other money there. Says and son, and then son. Says in sa, and then sa. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Wuzuriye kweku brebia. It is a divisional town, but the chief is not there at the moment. So we are going to ensue you a chief. We are going to ensue him a chief over there, yes. Kweku brebia. Asebu brebia. Kwekwa asebu brebia. Kwekwa beku asebu nana asebu nana brebia nana brebia. Yes, asebu brebia. Yes, well you are a chief there now. Yeah, we will show you the place.
Greetings, my name is Naila, also known as Arava. I did not know I was coming here this morning. We were on our way to the last bath and we ran into our friend's father back from America, and we were very, very surprised. So the Spirit led me here. I was named in the beautiful ceremony and I was honored to meet all the chiefs of the land. I didn't expect to be doing this here in Ghana. I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to take all this joy and love back to the States. I'm so happy to be here. I feel so good. I've never felt like this before. The feeling is indescribable. Something that I've observed that's different from home about like space and proximity. In America, we're very rude and pushy and everyone's for themselves. And here, everyone is about community. And that's something that we like yearn for at home. I definitely will come back. Yes, I want to come back and have land here, have a home here, and invest in Africa and invest in Ghana.
My new name is Kwame Adompo. I'm very happy with my new name. I'm excited. I just got named by a chief in a Cebu traditional naming ceremony. This is a dream come true for me to be here in Ghana among a real Ghanaian village, and actually participating in real cultural activities like this is something I've never had a chance to do in the United States. This is really a priceless experience for me, and I'm happy to share it with all my friends that came from Oakland. It's just amazing. I'm humbled.
Oh, Africa my pride, Africa my roots, Ghana my motherland. I'm French so rich and gifted. Our nation is full of diversities of cultures of Ghans and Dagumbes, Ewes and Nzimes, Asante for Amamre, and Infante for Amanze. Let us remember the pains of our ancestors.
You failed to mention the fact that most of the men and women on slave ships resisted the terror of dehumanization, the funk of the racist ban. It's because they survived that we're here on this land.
American nightmare alone.
We know that a new voice that you found will throw light on the new story of Africa. Africa is awakening, Ghana is awakening, and we believe with the new ties and the new energy that we are putting into this reunion, we will be able together to build a continent and a country that we will all be proud of.
I am a victim of an abduction 400 years ago, and I found my way home. My first visit to Ghana was in December, and I have been so blessed to return 4 times since then. Amen. And every single time, I learned something new and different and more. Anybody feel me on that?
This is the most sacred time that we can spend together to pay honor to our ancestors. And in this year of return, which is very special, it means that a door is open, a window is open for us to return back to the center of our African mind. It's not just about walking on the soil, because many of us can be on the soil and still have lost our African mind. There can be many of us not walking on this soil, but still have our African mind. This is the time we synchronize to come back to the center of ourselves and come back to the love of ourselves as African people. And then out of the center of ourselves and that love, we bring Africa to the height of its potential. This is the time to lift Africa up. And the only people that can lift Africa up is African people. People can help us in that process, but we must be the process. We must lift Africa up. So in the 5 months remaining, we must chart out an agenda of what we do when this year of return ends. We must then make it the time of the return, that Africa return back to the love affair with itself.